So first off, one of the top mods that I would definitely recommend that you use in order to get the best experience as a vampire hunter is Better Vampires. Now this mod is definitely the place that I always start anytime I'm trying to do any type of vampire playthrough. No matter if it's me actually being the vampire or if I'm hunting the vampires, I always make sure I install Better Vampires just to start out because it adds a lot of extra depth and character and abilities and things like that to being a vampire if you are one. And if you're hunting them, it can make that a little bit more fun too because more people will be turned into vampires depending on how you set your settings. But it's definitely great. It has a way for you to track your satiation, which is how much you're feeding as a vampire. You get a whole different set of skills and abilities that are like magic and destruction and stuff like that, and powers as a vampire that in itself it can actually be leveled up, like how far along in your vampire progression you are, as you can see. And then I would definitely also download something like Moonlight Tales. Moonlight Tales is basically the equivalent of Better Vampires, but for werewolves. Now I do have that on this character, so definitely check out some content, and you'll see me playing through it and whatnot. But the Moonlight Tales is basically Better Vampires, but for werewolves. You can turn into your beast form, and then I have another mod. This isn't part of the top 5, but it's like it extends the werewolf perks that you get in the first place. So that makes this mod even more extensive and way more dope. So so with the Moonlight Tales here, you see I'm a werewolf, and then my follower, whichever way he went, I think I can hear him. There he is. See my follower also just transformed into a werewolf because I infected him, and I can set whatever. I can make his skin the same as mine. I can make his skin a random skin, and so it's really nice for that right there. Yeah, so then also on top of that, you get to let's see this vampire perk tree. So with the additional perks, you get a bunch more little dots and points here. As you can see, I'm not going to go through them all, but as you can see, it definitely increases the amount of werewolf perks that you get. And that is not Moonlight Tales, but a different mod. But Moonlight Tales is how you get it, so that way you can infect people, you can keep NPCs safe, you can pretty much configure everything that you would down to the smallest detail, just like Better Vampires, but it's only on the werewolf side. Now, how does this come in handy for a werewolf hunter? Because a lot of times when I'm building a werewolf hunter, I like to make sure that I can at least be a werebeast. And so Moonlight Tales not only does all these stats and things like that for werewolves, it also does it for werebears, And then you can change up who gets infected, how they get infected, how long the cooldowns are, everything like that. Player werebeast, all this type of information. Moon phases, to get a grasp on your random transformations and things like that. It's definitely a must-have mod if you're running a vampire hunter or a vampire build. It just immerses you in the whole entire thing, because then you have this ecosystem of not only the civil war going on, but also like a vampire werewolf dawn guard type of war going on. And then aside from that, another mod I would greatly recommend would have to be Wintersun Faiths of Skyrim. Now, this mod or you can use any type of religion mod that you prefer. Definitely put a religion mod in there. That way the actions that you take as far as like in the realm of the game actually make sense, and they have consequences and also rewards to them. Like obviously if you're a vampire, you might worship Malog Ball. If you're a vampire hunter, you might do Stendar, or even this character specifically, I'm going ahead and I'm worshiping Meridia, because I also have a two-handed Dawnbreaker mod on that makes it so that way I can get a two-handed Dawnbreaker, which has different stats and things like that. As you can see, my partner's transforming back. But the religion mod also will enable you to meditate, and then so for Meridia, for example, my tenets are that I have to annihilate the undead. After annihilating the undead, boom boom boom, I get some more favor. I meditate. That 30% that you just saw will go up to 50%, 70%. Once it's at 100, I unlock like specific abilities that I'd only be able to get by following Meridia, such as I think Meridia specifically, you get this ray that comes down, and it actually will burn the undead or whatever the heck like that, but I don't get that into my favors at 100%. So as you can see here, it says Worshipper of Meridia, attack, spells, scrolls, shouts, and enchantments are 6% better against undead based on favor with Meridia. So as my favor goes up, that 6% will go up as well. And so each of the different divines, Daedric princes, and everybody has different parameters like this when it comes to this religion mod. So that definitely adds a layer of immersion and role playing into your vampire hunter or vampire character. And then aside from that, the other mod I would definitely recommend is Alternative Start. Now that mod, what that does, it basically lets you start not the vanilla way, how you're on the carriage and then you get taken by the Imperials and then all that goes down. Instead, what happens is you end up in a jail cell. You'll see there's going to be like a little statue there. You talk to it and it gives you a variety of options on how you want to start, whether it's in Riften or a specific hold, or it'll give you some type of background story like, oh, I was a merchant and then this happened, or oh, I'm a blah, blah, blah. You can put any, or you can say I'm a warlock. And not only does it put you in a random place on the map, some places that are specifically designed from the mod, but it not only will it put you at these places on the map, it'll also give you equipment that goes along with whatever role you selected from the drop down menu. I try to get straight to the point with all of my videos, so please do subscribe if you like that list that I just gave. Those top 5 mods there, which were Better Vampires, Moonlight Tales, Wintersun, Alternative Start, and then I have another one here which would be Coldhaven, which is a vampire city. That one I was kind of hesitant on mentioning because I haven't actually got to experience it yet. But that'd be another one that'd be fully immersive. And then aside from that, Better Vampires weapons, Better Vampires NPCs, 2 other mods that I would definitely get. It was supposed to be a top 5, but there you go. You got about 7 or 8 there. But definitely I'll put them in the video in the list form, that way it's easy to see. But those are my top mods for a vampire playthrough, whether you're hunting or killing, and those will definitely give you the best experience ever on a type of roleplay like that. So definitely please do like, follow, subscribe, all of that stuff. If you want more quick to the point tips, quick to the point information, I don't like to dilly dally around and waste your time. I'm not here to do that. I just want to give you straight answers to the questions that you have, and that's it. And we're just gonna play some games and have fun. So please do enjoy that and whatnot.